Hello friends, welcome to Audiobook Daily. Today we'll talk about Hello, Higher Self, Bunny Michael, published in 2024. At the edge of a quiet city park, under a broken streetlight, Noah sat on a bench long after midnight. The city was loud, but inside him there was only exhaustion. Not the kind that sleep fixes, but the kind that comes from pretending to be someone you're not. For years, Noah had followed every rule: be productive, be likable, be successful, be quiet about pain. They had built a life that looked right from the outside. But inside, something felt missing, like a voice that had gone silent. That night, Noah whispered into the darkness, half joking, half desperate. "Is there more than this?" A breeze passed through the trees. And for the first time in years, Noah felt something gentle, not loud, not dramatic, just a quiet sense of knowing. That moment captures the essence of Hello, Higher Self by Bunny Michael. This book is not about fixing yourself. It's about remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. Bunny Michael introduces the idea of the higher self, the calm, intuitive, loving inner voice that exists beneath fear, shame, conditioning, and survival mode thinking. The book teaches that you are not broken. You are not behind. You are not failing at life. You are simply disconnected from your higher self. 1. The higher self versus the fear self. Bunny explains that most people live from their fear self, the voice of doubt, the voice of comparison, the voice that says you're not enough, the voice shaped by trauma and society. The higher self, on the other hand, is calm, compassionate, curious, honest, grounded in self-trust. The work is not to destroy the fear self, but to stop letting it lead. 2. You are conditioned, not defective. One of the most freeing ideas in the book is this: your pain makes sense. Bunny explains how systems, family expectations, capitalism, gender roles, social media, teach us to disconnect from ourselves, to learn, to ignore your intuition, to override your needs, to perform instead of feel, to hustle instead of listen. Healing begins when you realize you are adapting, not failing. 3. Self-love is a relationship, not a mood. This book reframes self-love completely. Self-love is not constant positivity, confidence all the time, never feeling insecure. Self-love is listening to yourself, believing your emotions, choosing rest without guilt, trusting your inner guidance. It's a relationship you build with your higher self, one choice at a time. 4. Intuition is your inner GPS. Bunny Michael emphasizes intuition as the language of the higher self. Your intuition speaks softly, through body sensations, through discomfort, through excitement, through quiet knowing. When you ignore it, life feels heavy. When you follow it, life feels aligned, even when it's hard. 5. Stop outsourcing your worth. One of the strongest messages in the book. No external validation can replace internal permission. Approval addiction keeps people stuck, waiting to be chosen, waiting to be validated, waiting to feel worthy. The higher self says, you don't need permission to exist as you are. 6. Healing isn't linear, and that's okay. Bunny reminds readers that growth is not a straight line. Some days you feel awakened. Some days you feel lost again. Both are part of the process. Healing is not about arriving somewhere. It's about coming home to yourself again and again. 7. Living authentically is an act of courage. To live from your higher self means saying no when you mean no, choosing peace over performance, being honest about what hurts, letting go of identities that no longer fit. This is not easy, but it is freeing. Weeks later, Noah returned to the same park bench. Same city. Same noise. But something was different. Life wasn't magically perfect. Problems still existed. Fear still visited. But now Noah listened. When something felt wrong, they paused. When something felt right, they trusted it. When doubt appeared, they didn't believe it immediately. Sitting there, Noah smiled softly and whispered, not to the world, but inward, "Hello, higher self." And for the first time, the voice answered clearly, not with words, but with peace. Thank you for listening. See you in next audiobook daily.